And remember, she's a professional. She's been doing this for 10 years. If you're just a kid, don't just wrap up your legs with this knee wrap and cut off your blood circulation. You need to be smart about it. She's very educated, knowledgeable. She's been doing it for a long time. She's very safe and being very careful. So be careful if you try this at home.
Let's get started. So today we're gonna do posterior. So we're gonna try to do hamstrings, glutes, and some back with tricep.
Now, I usually start with 30 to 60 minutes of cardio. And I know you do the 35-minute stepper challenge, which seems impossibly hard. Do you do that before or after you lift weights?
I do it after I lift weights because I like to prioritize my training first and hypertrophy first instead of just going to cardio.
I mean, you have so much muscle and look how lean she is. How do you keep the muscle in your legs doing all that cardio?
I eat a lot of protein, like 300 grams of protein or more.
She's doing tons of cardio, and yet look at all the muscle she has. She has more muscle than me. And so, like, look at this physique. And so, if you think you can't do cardio and build muscle, think again. What she just said, you need to eat plenty of calories, lots of protein. And so, as long as you're refueling your body, getting enough rest and recovery, you can do both cardio and lift weights at the same time. And so she's told me she trains for sometimes 3 hours. How do you get ready for that? You get up in the morning, you have a big breakfast, you drink pre-workout, you have something during your workout. Well, what gets you going to have all that energy?
First thing in the morning is I grab 52 ounces of water with Celtic salt or Himalayan salt. That helps me hydrate. And I put apple cider vinegar and lemon in it. Then after drinking that, I do my reading and cardio, but at home it's more slow pace. And before the gym, I take my EAAs, creatine, and pre-workout.
And so not a fan of fasted cardio. Do you ever do that? Do you ever get up and do empty stomach stuff, or you just need to eat?
No, I drink my water first and I let that assimilate and then I eat, but I don't do any type of exercises without food in my stomach because I'm very intense and my body just requires a lot of fuel.
I'm the same way. If I get up and try to train empty stomach, I've tried in the past, it really doesn't work for me. I mean, if it works for you, that's great, but perhaps we're training really hard and we're both fairly lean. I mean, she has very low body fat percentage, me as well. So perhaps because we're so lean, we need to eat more food, but do whatever works best for you.
If it works for you, keep doing it. We're just giving you our advice and what we do. Remember, this is just for educational purposes and it is fun. Hope it helps. We already have our first machine.
Bananas.
Did you know that actually kiwis have more potassium than bananas? Fun fact.
Is it kiwi with more potassium?
Yeah.
I think potatoes as well.
Yeah, that's true.
This
Okay.
was the only fruit I could get at the hotel.
Oh.
So we gotta make do with what you do when you're traveling.
So first we're gonna warm up. We're gonna do stiff leg deadlifts and leg curls back to back. The way we're gonna walk there will be with lunges.
Oh my God, okay.
So,
Lunges are weak for me. I have bad hip, I'll do my best.
Okay, so if
I'll do my best.
If you cannot do lunges, you could just...
Oh, I'm gonna try. I'm just making excuses in advance in case I look bad, that's all.
You can just do the calf raises until you get there. The point is to keep the muscles moving and full of blood between exercises. So since I was little, I had to eat clean because I was allergic to lots of food. So my parents just got me lots of protein, lots of healthy popcorn. I usually don't see people eating popcorn, but when I saw that you did like popcorn with...
I live on popcorn, like 3 bags a day. I absolutely love it. I find it's the secret to staying lean for me.
Well,
so easy.
For me, it was one of the best carb sources that I could find without oils because I just buy the kernels and I just eat that for my highest carb source because rice didn't digest well for me. So that's my main carb. And when I saw you that you did popcorn, I was like, other people do this, like bodybuilding, because it was like, if I don't eat rice, I cannot grow muscles because everyone was growing muscles with rice. And I was like, how can I grow muscles without rice? And when I saw that someone else did it, I was like,
Yeah, I find everyone thinks that you have to eat a certain way, chicken, broccoli, and rice. But the more I experimented, I've been doing this for years, anything can work for anyone. I ate French toast for breakfast for 10 years straight, and it was the best thing I could ever eat on my breakfast diet. Other people, maybe it's pancakes, some people it's eggs, whatever, but you just have to experiment. Eventually you find what works for you. So I've never seen this machine before, so I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm seeing it's a deadlift, but there's pads here, I don't know. So I'll watch what you do and then I'll try to copy.
You can do squats and also stiff leg deadlifts.
So really slow eccentric, the down part, and then a faster concentric. Looks like a double the speed on the, on the way down.
But remember, we're still warming up, so we're gonna just get the muscles accustomed to the weight and then we go a little bit faster if you want.
And is this working more like a glute ham tying area, like hamstrings, glutes, or do you feel it more in your lower back? Like where is it really targeting?
So I do feel lots of hamstrings and glutes, but you're also using your back anyways because you're not like stiff and not moving. Every muscle on your body is joining in, but I'm prioritizing to use the hamstrings and glutes.
You're leaning your glutes back, your butt's going back on the descent. Now, I've seen this very similar exercise. People do this with dumbbells and they do the same motion. Do you feel this works better or worse than the dumbbells? Is it about the same?
So I feel this one works a little bit better because you're not balancing the weight and you don't have to worry about balance of it. So you get to concentrate more on the muscle that you're working, which is the hamstrings and glutes right now. I'm gonna do around 33 repetitions just to warm the muscle up.
And so on your warm-up, it feels like you could get like 50 reps, but you stop at say 20? Or is it a time you're doing it for?
I just do it
Until you get a burn, good feeling?
Yeah, until I say, okay, I'm getting warmed up.
Okay.
So right now I'm aiming for 33, just because I like that number.
Okay. 33, that happened to be your age?
No.
It's a close? Not even close?
Nope.
23.
Probably. Very close. You guys know I never tell my age.
Now write in the comment section if you want to know how old she actually is. This is looking challenging. It feels like you did 50 reps, but
I really don't know
see how this
I
works.
did.
I basically never train my hamstrings ever because my hamstrings are my strongest body part. I can look at an exercise and my hamstrings grow. I'm the opposite. My quads are harder to grow, so everything
Really?
is quad focused for me. All right. I'll probably do it all wrong, but I'm going to give it my best shot here. All right, how close should my feet be? Like really close or
So
like shoulder width?
you want to put them shoulder width
Okay, shoulder width a bit wider.
and bend up the knees a little bit.
Little bend, no locking. And lean
If
forward.
it's too, exactly. If it's too heavy, we can.
Now, does that look
Perfect.
good like that?
It looks good.
Now, how do you know how far to go
There
down?
you go.
Like it's touching here?
I just touch the pad and jump up.
Okay.
There you go. Push through the heels, push through the feet.
Okay, pushing back with the heels.
Yes.
My eyes are straight ahead.
Exactly.
I can feel it right here the most by far. So
Yeah.
I'm sure that's where I'm trying to target.
Yep. You will also feel the back, but that's normal. That's just part of the exercise. You will strengthen that part.
What I'm doing is I'm not rounding, like I'm not rounding.
Oh, exactly.
So I feel nothing in the lower back, which is good.
But usually people are scared because they feel their back. It is normal because you're using all the muscles in the body, and that's how you strengthen them. When you strengthen them, it is less likely that you will injure yourself because you will be just growing more muscles, and that will be protecting your.
I think the key is not rounding. Like if you round your lower back to get back up, that's when you're getting lower back problems. But I'm keeping my chest up, shoulders up. I'm leaning forward without rounding the lower back. I felt great on my lower
Exactly.
back.
So now we're gonna go to the leg curl, and this it will be back to back. So
Okay.
you said you cannot do lunges, so do you want me to modify it for you and
Sure.
maybe do squats?
Okay, so I'm going
Is
sideways walking.
Is it better for you?
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
I will be doing the lunges.
I've been going a few steps one way,
2 steps.
and I've been
2
going a
steps.
few steps the other way.
Steps. So here I don't go that heavy as I go to leg extension because I like to just focus on the concentric part. So I like to just get that squeeze and just go back. Get that squeeze and just go back.
Okay, so you're gonna hold at the bottom for maybe 1 or 2 seconds. So you really squeeze hard.
So that's what I like doing. Remember to adjust your settings.
We're not the tallest people. We have to kind of have it on a shorter setting.
I am 11 feet tall.
11 feet. I'm 6'5".
We're in the internet, nobody knows. 11, he says 6 foot.
Actually, when I meet people, they're all surprised I'm taller than they think. They think I'm like 5'4". I'm like, I'm not as short as you guys think.
Oh!
So they're all pleasantly surprised. So it looks like you don't quite stretch all the way to the top. You're trying to keep constant tension,
I'm
not
trying
getting that
first,
stretch
yeah.
at the top.
I like to, because when I go like this, it is tough, but when I keep the concentration and the squeeze, it works better for me.
Cool, good to know.
And sometimes you can also do like this.
All right. She's burning, and that's just a warm-up set?
We're just warming up. I even haven't started the watch yet, so now it's game time. Let's start. Lunges back there.
I might try lunges. We'll see how I can do it.
So in the lunges, since you're using your glutes and hamstring, try to go forward and using propelling up. Move forward, propelling up.
Okay, and so I noticed she's wrapping up her legs with some blood occlusion type device, like something to cut off some circulation, get a bigger pump. Have you been doing that for a long time?
I've been doing this for over 10 years. I used to do it with knee wraps. Make sure to do your research. I'm doing this because I already know my weight and I won't be lifting as heavy as I usually do. So this helps me get the same amount of muscle growth or stimulation as if I were to be lifting super heavy weight. I'm just gonna wear this to get the same amount of pump and the same amount of effect of muscle growth without the high weights.
And remember, she's a professional. She's been doing this for 10 years. If you're just a kid, don't just wrap up your legs with this knee wrap and cut off your blood circulation. You need to be smart about it. She's very educated, knowledgeable. She's been doing it for a long time. She's very safe and being very careful. So be careful if you try this at home.
So the amount of reps I usually do is 30, 30, 15, 15, and wear it for 24 minutes and then release and let the blood just circulate. But that's just me. Research, always learn. Let's get this game.
So you can see these are fairly quick reps. I'll probably go a little bit slower personally. Everyone likes to do it in a different style. So do you feel a pretty good stretch at the bottom, or do you feel like if you went deeper it would be even better?
I could go deeper, but it's the pads. I have learned that they scratch my back.
Yes.
So I have to be careful with that part.
Okay, you can see just how lean she is. Her quads, they're twitching. When you get to a certain level of body fat, you can see some of the muscles on the side moving as she's doing it. Very, very lean, especially for a female to get that lean. Very, very difficult.
Beautiful. Look at those striations, guys. Did you tie them up?
I pulled it a bit more, yeah.
Okay.
It's not so tight that that's uncomfortable, but
No.
it feels different though.
20. There you go. Look at those calves, guys. Calves all day. And he's doing hamstrings.
Feels good.
So now I'm gonna grab a weight and just do lunges back there.
Oh, you're gonna lunge? I'll do it with no weight. It's a lot of stretching too, like the lunges.
When you do hamstrings and glutes, it is very good to stretch in between to get that muscle really worked up.
You get better range of motion with more flexibility. I recently just started yoga so that I could get better flexibility, more range of motion. Like just walking through, feel a bit of tightness in the hip, but if I get more flexible, I can go out further, stretch better, and just feels better.
Does it feel good, yoga? I never tried
Yoga is way harder than you think.
Okay.
You're doing poses like this, like a warrior pose, and you hold it for like a minute, and you start shaking. It's like, it's very humbling. I'm thinking, oh, I'm a bodybuilder, I can do yoga easy. And then you go and hold a pose.
I need to try that.
Way harder than it looks.
We should do like a section about yoga.
Yeah, eventually when I get better at it.
Beautiful. Just waiting on Greg and to keep the blood inside the muscle. I just keep going.
Oh.
So let's go again.
That was
Look
heavy.
at that pump.
Oh, that was heavy.
Heavy?
Yeah.
You want to stay there?
I wouldn't go heavier than that for me.
Okay. Let's keep going. Go. You having fun, Gregory?
I'm sweating it up now.
That's why we call it hybrid workout. It is endurance and strength.
Yeah, you need good cardio to keep this pace up. Definitely.
Heart rate 131.
Heart rate 141, I can see.
Oh,
Pretty intense.
you just have to control it all with your mind.
That's higher than my heart rate during my bike ride this morning.
Really?
Yeah, it was like
145.
120s the whole time.
Wow.
Yeah. You're basically doing cardio and weights at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I call hybrid training. Just giving myself energy with blood. Good job.
Hard.
Easy. Easier than last time.
Yeah, definitely.
Hola, Javi.
I'm dead. She wants 4.
Have you ever seen my drop set?
No,
Okay.
I'm scared. I'm already dead. The last set with 3 plates was heavy, and I used to be a power lifter, so now we have 4 plates. It's a lot of weight.
So make sure to put a pad on your shoulders. If not, you will probably scratch yourself. So pro tip, keep it padded. No ego lifting here, he's smart. You don't have to do whatever the other person is doing. Do what feels right for you. Get that stretch. Good job. Beautiful. Show those muscles to spot. Go, Greg.
Good for me.
You're amazing.
I probably could have done 2 more, 3 more, but
It's okay.
if I do all those sets, I don't think I'll be able to train this afternoon.
Make sure you keep some in the tank. We're not
Yeah.
finished yet. This is just a warm up. Oh, now you know my leg got swollen when you
God.
can unlock it.
I'm gonna need my fan. Oh.
Hold it.
She's gone up in weight every set. She's gone up a peg on each time. And for me, after every set, I'm more tired. I need to actually put the weight down. I have nothing left. All right.
He wanted to play. We are playing.
Oh.
Get it, Greg.
That's it. Down to 5.5 reps. Ha! Plus, she has a 45-pound in between sets, so she's going harder on everything. Oh.
Bonito. Love it. He's doing amazing. Está haciendo perfecto. Me encanta.